こんにちは。朝倉優です。Welcome to the part 2 of lesson 17. We have been talking about how to make friends in Japanese. And in the first lesson, we learned how to introduce yourself, your name, and just the first nice to meet you part. So in this lesson, we will be talking about how to talk about yourself. Well, like when you go to a new school or a new workplace, people oftentimes ask you, tell me about yourself. And you kind of have to give them your basic info, maybe a few things to start with. And you don't have to make a whole speech. If they're interested, they'll probably search you on the Facebook and the Instagram, or they Google you and look for more information. That's what people do lately, right? So today we'll learn how to say a few things, and I will give you a template so you can put your own information and you can just keep practicing. So today I want to focus on 3 topics. 1, where you're from. 2, what you do. 3, your hobbies. Okay, so I'm going to use my information as an example. So number 1, where you're from. So as you know, I'm from Japan, and I grew up in the city of Osaka, and I went to Tokyo when I attended university, and then I moved out here to Los Angeles to be an actress. So when I explain where I'm from, I usually say I'm from Osaka, Japan. Osaka. So in Japanese, I say 私は大阪出身です。私は大阪出身です。Yes, the 出身 part indicates that I am from. 出身 is to meaning from. Yeah. So or I can say 私は日本から来ました。私は日本から来ました means I came from Japan, like literally. That's what it means. I sometimes, where you're from, meaning where do you live right now? Like where did you drive from, or where did you catch the plane from? So in that case, 私はロサンゼルスから来ました. That makes sense too, right? So it depends on the situation. It can be like your origin or where you live right now. So these 2 patterns, 私は place 出身です or 私は place から来ました. So those 2 you can use to tell where you are from. Yes? Easy, right? So second topic was what was it? Oh, what you do as a job, or you could be a student. So this is the basic of the basic sentence. 私は something something です. So I am so and so. So you can use let's say my case actress. In Japanese you say 女優. So I say 私は女優です. 私は女優です. Easy, right? So if you're a student, you can say 私は学生です. 私は学生です. If you're a doctor, you can say 私は医者です. If you're a lawyer, you can say 私は弁護士です. Yes, so and so on. So in the blank part, you put your occupation, a title, in here. And I mean, we're going to see this sentence all the time, when you talk about yourself, I am so and so. But in this case, it works perfectly. But sometimes you need to use more than a title, like you want to say you work at somewhere, maybe you are a doctor, but you have to say which hospital you are working for. So in that case, we can use this. 私は place で働いています. Let's say if I'm a doctor if I'm working at, I don't know, maybe Tokyo Hospital, if there's any, there probably there is, right? So I can say, 私は東京病院で働いています。私は東京病院で働いています。Yeah. So I think if we use either of them or both of them, it's easy to explain where you work, right? Topic 3 was, yes, this is a fun part, your hobbies. I realized that when I introduce myself here in Los Angeles, you don't really use the word hobbies, and you don't really say talk about it too much when you first meet someone. Like, why do you care when that person do the extra times, spare times? You know, you don't even know this person that well. I think that's the mentality. I don't know. How about your culture? Like, do you ask that? But somehow in Japan, that's like the common self-introduction or the question. They want to know what you do. Maybe it's easy if we find something common or something that's interesting, and you can ask questions and we can talk about it. Maybe that's the reason. So, and you can pretty much make anything your hobby. Like, I once met someone who said whose hobby was to sleep, take naps, and I didn't know it can count as a hobby. Maybe that person sleeps really, really long time. I don't know, but I would suggest that you come up with something a little bit more interesting. So let's use my example again. So I love to dance. I think you know I'm a dancer too, but you know, I don't use it as my profession, so I sometimes say that as my hobby. So I can say, I'll give you 2 different sentences. So the first one is, 私はダンスが好きです。私はダンスが好きです。So I just say, I like dance, right? So, or you can use the word hobby, which is 趣味, in a sentence. You can say, 趣味はダンスです。趣味はダンスです。Yeah? I want to give you this perfect sentence because you're watching my video. So obviously your hobby, one of your hobbies is to study Japanese, right? So let's do this. 趣味は日本語の勉強です。趣味は日本語の勉強です。Yes, just remember as it is, and you can use it anywhere. Yeah. So what else? Maybe you like to travel, most likely, since you're interested in foreign cultures. So how about this one? 私は旅行が好きです。私は旅行が好きです。Yes. And I love to read books too. So I say maybe 趣味は読書です。趣味は読書です。読書 means reading books. Well, I hope you have fun. Then I suggest you just write your info and then just practice those so that you don't have to think about it too much when you need to talk about yourself in front of a bunch of Japanese people. All right, so keep practicing. I will see you in my next lesson. またね。Bye.